Everyone, welcome back to 9th standard maths class. We are learning the chapter prism. Okay, chapter 11 prism we are learning, and in the previous video we have learned about the prisms and how to find the TSA, LSA, then volume, everything we have learned. Now let's move on to next subheading. Next subheading is cylinder. Cylinder means it's also a prism with upper and lower base has the base as circle. Okay, upper portion is a circle and lower portion is also a circle. That shape is known as cylinder. It is also a prism. Okay, identical shapes, both must be same circles. That is the shape of cylinder. Solids with upper and bottom has the same circle, and around the portion, this means this around the portion is a smoothly curving surface. Okay, now this we have already familiar in your daily life, like maybe you have seen about the Pepsi can or Coca-Cola can, like that. Okay, all are in the shape of cylinder. Now here in this section we have to learn about the volume of cylinder. Okay, volume. Here the volume of cylinder means it is a product of base area and height. Okay, base area means base is a circle. Okay, so its area means what? Circle's area we know it is pi r square. Okay, area, base area, area of circle, that is pi r square. Then product of base area and height means pi r square h. Okay, pi r square h is the volume of a cylinder. Okay, r means radius, this is radius, and from this tip to this tip, this is height of the cylinder. So equation to find volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. By heart this equation. Now let's move on to problems based on this from page number 176 and 177.
Here is your first question. The base radius of an iron cylinder is 15 cm and its height is 32 cm. It is melted and recast into a cylinder of base radius 20 cm. What is the height of this cylinder?
Here in this question we have a cylinder. Okay, we have a large cylinder with the radius as 15 centimeter and height as 32 centimeter. We are going to melt this cylinder. Okay, we are going to melt this cylinder and recasting. Okay, melting and recasting. After melting this particular solid, we are recasting another cylinder with radius as 20 centimeter. Then what will be height of that? Okay, this is a large cylinder. By melting this we are creating another cylinder we are creating, and the new cylinder radius is given 20 centimeter. This height we need to find. This is the question. Now here in this type of question, that means melting and recasting problem, volume remains remains the same, because suppose we are going to melt 100 gram butter. Okay, 100 gram butter we are going to melt. After melting 100 gram butter, what we will get? We will get ghee, or it is liquid form. Is there any change in this in this particular gram? 100 gram butter we are melting. After melting this, we will get a liquid form. Okay, a liquid form or ghee we will get. That liquid form is also in the same measurement, that is 100 gram we will get, because we are not removing anything. Same 100 gram butter we are melting and we will get the same 100 gram liquid form. Okay, that means the volume will be same. Melting and recasting means the volume remains same. That means if we are melting this particular cylinder, for the new cylinder also we will get the same volume. Okay, whatever be the volume of this cylinder, the same will be for the second cylinder also. So first of all, let's find the first cylinder volume. We know the equation to find volume is pi r square h. For first cylinder, radius 15, height 32. So pi into radius 15. So 15 square into height, h is 32. Okay, so 15 square is 225. Then 225 into 32. When you multiply this, you will get 7200 pi centimeter cube. Cube is the unit for volume. So see, we got the volume as 7200 pi. That means this first cylinder volume is 7200 pi. This will be same for the second cylinder also. Only the sides are shape is different. Okay, shape means the measurements is different, but volume remains the same. 7200 pi will be volume for both the cylinder. We have to find height of the second cylinder. So for the second cylinder equation is the same, pi r square h. Answer we already know, that is 7200 pi. We know the answer already. Okay, that's why. Now let's apply radius here. Radius we know. So pi into radius is 20. So 20 square into h. H we don't know. That's why we can write h as h itself, equal to 7200 pi. Here pi and pi we can cancel. This pi come to this side, it will be divided by pi. So starting itself we can cancel that. Now h equal to, take this 20 square to this side. So 7200 by 20 square is what? 400. Okay. Now this 20 we can cancel. Now 72 by 4. When you divide this, you will get the answer as 18 centimeter. Okay, that means the height of the second cylinder is 18 centimeter. Volume is same for both the cylinder. This 18 into 20 square into pi, answer will be 7200. Okay, here radius is larger one, height is smaller one. That's it. Okay, but volumes are same. So this is the answer for first question. Now let's move on to second question.
Second question is, the base radii of two cylinders of the same height are in the ratio 3:4. What is the ratio of their volumes?
Here in this question we have base radius ratio. Okay, radius ratio. Ratio we always write like this. Okay, two cylinders will be there. Ratio means two measurements. So first cylinder radius is to second cylinder radius. Answer is 3:4 already given. R1 is the radius of first cylinder, R2 is the radius of second cylinder. Now from this we can write R1 equal to what? R1, according to the ratio we can write it as 3x. We already learned this. Okay, now R2 equal to 4 here, so 4x. So R1 is 3x and R2 is 4x. Now it is given that height of these two cylinders are same. So first cylinder h1, second cylinder height h2, both are same, that is h. H is the height of these two cylinders. Question is, what is the ratio of their volume? That means V1 is to V2. First volume is to second volume. Volume, there are two cylinders, volume ratio means V1 is to V2 we have to find here. For that, let's write the equation. What is the equation to find volume of cylinder? It is pi r square h. As it is first cylinder, we can mark it as R1 and H1 is to second cylinder equation also same, that is pi r square h. We can mark it as R2 H2. Now here pi and pi we can cancel. Now let's apply the value. R1 is what? 3x. So 3x whole square, because R1 square, into H1. H1 is what? H. So H is 2. Next is R2. R2 value is 4x. So 4x whole square into H2 is the same H. Now from this H and H we can cancel. So answer becomes 3x the whole square means 3 square and x square, because it's a bracket. So squaring means both the value inside the bracket you have to find square. So 3 square 9 x square itself. So 9 x square is to 4x the whole square means 4 square is 16 x square. Now from this x square and x square we can cancel and we will get the final answer as 9 is to 16. That is, these two cylinders volumes are in the ratio 9 is to 16. Okay, so this is second one answer. Very important question. Okay, now let's do the third one.
Third question is, the base radii of two cylinders are in the ratio 2:3 and their heights are in the ratio 5:4. First sub-question, what is the ratio of their volumes? Second sub-question, the volume of the first cylinder is 720 cubic centimeter. What is the volume of the second?
In this question we have two cylinders radius are in the ratio 2 is to 3. So R1 is to R2 we can write as 2 is to 3. Next is heights are in the ratio 5 is to 4. So H1 is the first cylinder, H2 is the second cylinder. So H1 is to H2 equal to 5 is to 4. First sub question is what is the ratio of their volume, that is V1 is to V2 we have to find. It is same like the previous question. First of all let's write what is R1 and what is R2. So here R1 equal to 2 here, so 2x. Now R2 will be what? R2 equal to 3x. This is a rule of ratio. Okay, you have already learned it, that's why I am not repeating. Now here H1 equal to 5 here, so let's take 5y. Already x we took, that's why 5y. Next is H2. So H2 corresponding number is 4, so 4y. Okay, now let's apply the equation, that is pi r square h is to second cylinder also same pi r square h, r1 h1 just to denote the first cylinder and second cylinder. Now let's apply the value. Before that pi and pi we can cancel. Now r1 is 2x the whole square into h1 is 5y is to r2 is 3x. So 3x the whole square into h2 is 4y. This y and y we can cancel. Now when you open this bracket, it is 4x square. Okay, 2 square 4 x square. Then into 5 is to here 3x square. So 3 square 9 with the x square into 4. X square and x square we can cancel. Now here 5 into 4. 5 4s are 20 is to 9 into 4. 9 4s are 36. So the volumes are in the ratio 20 is to 36. This is first sub question answer. Now let's do the second sub question. In the second sub question, first volume we have. Okay, so first cylinder's volume we know, then we have to find the second cylinder volume. Let's see how. Here we already found volumes are in the ratio 20 is to 36. Now from this what will be V1? First volume will be equal to 20x. Then second volume will be equal to 36x. Okay, according to the ratio these two are the values, V1 20x and V2 36x. Now in the question V1 is given, first cylinder volume is given 720. So V1 is 20x. That answer already given, that is 720 centimeter cube. Okay, first cylinder volume is already given. Now from this we can find the value of this x, because for both the answers x is a common number. Okay, if we know this common number we can find the value. That is the speciality of ratio. So to find x, keep x here and take this 20 to this side. So 720 by 20, 0 0 cancel, then 72 by 2, answer will be 36. That means x value is 36. So to find the volume, second volume V2, what we need to do? V2 answer is 36x. So 36 into, instead of x we can put 36. So 36 into 36, answer is 1296 centimeter cube. Okay, this is from the ratio. You already know how to apply the ratio. Okay, just to find the x value, then apply that x value here. Okay, in 8th standard you have learned about this ratio. So this is third one answer. Now let's move on to next subheading. Next subheading is curved surface area. So curved surface area means this is the shape of a cylinder. Here the upper portion is a circle and the lower portion is also a circle. So this is the shape of a cylinder. Okay, now here curved surface means this area other than these two bases, first base, second base, other than means this portion. Okay, so this portion is known as curved portion. Now to find area of this portion, that means equation to find curved surface area. Curved surface area we can write as CSA. In short we can write it as CSA. So curved surface area equation is 2 pi RH. Okay, what is volume? Volume is pi r square h, base area into height. here base perimeter into height. Okay, you need to learn base perimeter like that. You can directly write the learn the equation as 2 pi rh. 2 pi r is the perimeter of circle portion. Circle portion is here. This is circle portion perimeter. We already know that is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r into height, that is h. So this is the equation. Now let's move on to problems from the last activity, that is page number 178. Here is your first question.
The inner diameter of a well is 2.5 meters and it is 8 meter deep. What would be the cost of cementing its inside at 350 rupees per square meter?
In this question we have a well. Okay, a well with diameter as 2.5 meter and height as 8 meter. Okay, so we have a well with diameter 2.5 meter and height 8 meter. Question is, what will be the cost of cementing? What will be the cost of cementing with 350 per meter square? So cost of cementing means, if it is a well, okay, for example, this is a well, it is a shape of cylinder, we already know that. Okay, now for this well, this portion is already, we have water. Okay, it is water, what will be there. Now this is open space. Okay, for a well, upper portion is open space and in the lower portion water will be there. So to cement means, which portion we have to cement here? Only to inside portion. Okay, this inside portion, and this outer portion we can't see because it is inside the sand. Okay, inside the soil. So only this inside portion is that we can see and we can touch. So cementing means this inside portion. So around the inside portion means, what will be the portion? This one, this round portion, it is curved surface area. This portion means it is curved surface area. Okay, so it is indirect question. Cost of cementing means upper and lower portion it is not possible to cement, only inside portion is possible to cement. So that is curved surface area we have to find. Now after that, after finding CSA, you have to find the cost also. So what is the equation? CSA equation is 2 pi RH. 2 pi RH is the equation, but here radius is not given, diameter is given. From this diameter, radius will be what? Diameter's half is radius, that is 2.5 by 2 is what? Radius. Now let's apply. The answer will be 2 pi into radius is 2.5 by 2. No need to simplify, that we can cancel. Okay, so 2.5 by 2 is the radius into height is 8. Now this 2 and 2 we can cancel. So 2.5 into 8. So 2.5 into 8 is 20 pi. Now here cost we need to find. Okay, cost we need to find for 350 per meter square. So 20 pi meter square is the answer, but cost, to find the cost, amount will always be in that number. Okay, pi is not allowed, so pi value also you have to apply here. Okay, so cost of cementing will be, this is answer, total curved surface area, that answer into 350. Okay, for 1 meter square amount is 350, so 2 meter square amount will be 2 into 350. Here 20 pi is there, 20 pi meter square is there. So to find the amount, 20 into pi value is 3.14 into amount, that is 350. Okay, you have to simplify this. When you multiply all this, you will get the answer as 21,980 rupees. So to cement this inner portion, the cost is 21,980 rupees. So this is first one answer. Questions like cost of cementing means it is curved surface area. Okay, now let's move on to second question.
Question is, the diameter of a rod roller is 80 centimeter and it is 1.20 meters long. What is the area of leveled surface when it rolls once? Check the figure properly. This is a shape of rod roller. Okay, check the wheel shape also.
This question we have a rod roller. Have you seen rod roller? Rod roller means it's a vehicle used to tarring or leveling the road or a surface. Okay, that is rod roller, and its wheel is a big wheel, and that wheel shape is a cylinder. Okay, wheel shape is a cylinder. Now here for that rod roller's wheel diameter is 80 centimeter and height is given as 1.2 meter. First of all, let's find radius. So here radius will be 80 by 2, that is 40 centimeter. Now here height is given in meter. Already we have radius in centimeter, so let's convert that 1.2 meter into centimeter. So 1.2 meter means it is 120 centimeter. Okay, 1.2 meter means it is 120 centimeter. And the question is, what is the leveled surface area? Leveled surface area when roller rolls once. Suppose this is the rod roller wheel. Okay, this wheel is going to move from one end. Okay, from this end it is moving, and roll once means where it start, that point should cover. So when it moves like this, and we started from this point. Okay, so like this, when it rolls once means like this, that means at this point it ends. Okay, that means this portion up to, from this point to up to this point, this wheel what moves. So what will be the area of this leveled surface? That is the question. What will be the area of this leveled surface? That means when we open this space, okay, when we open this space, we can see that it is a curved surface area portion. Okay, it's a curved surface area portion. That means the leveled surface is the same as curved surface area of this particular rod roller. Okay, that means here in this question, leveled surface when the rod roller rolls once. Okay, only once means full curved surface area will cover. So question is to find the curved surface area. Indirect question. Okay, so let's do curved surface area. So leveled surface area means curved surface area equation is 2 pi r h. So answer will be 2 pi into radius is what, 40 centimeter, into height is 120 centimeter. Now let's multiply all this. Now after multiplying all this, we will get the answer as 9600 pi centimeter square. Okay, all the unit are in centimeter, so answer will also be in centimeter square. So leveled surface area, curved surface area, answer is 9600 pi centimeter square. If it is to find the cost or something, you have to multiply the value of pi here. Otherwise, no need, you can write the pi as pi itself. Now let's do the last question of this chapter. Here is your question.
The base area and the curved surface area of a cylinder are equal. What is the ratio of the base radius and height?
Here in this question it is given that for a cylinder, base area and curved surface area both are equal. Okay, for a particular cylinder, base area and curved surface area equal. Question is, what will be the ratio of the radius and height? Ratio of radius and height means r is to h we need to find. So let's use the equation here, because nothing we have, radius, height, nothing we have, or only this statement we have, base area and curved surface area both are equal. So let's use equation. Base area means for cylinder, base is what, circle. So circle's area, base area means circle's area, that is pi r square. Now curved surface area equation is what, it is 2 pi rh. Okay, now from this we can cancel this pi and pi. Now r square means it is r into r. R into r equal to 2rh remains. Now from 1r and 1r, from here we can cancel 1r and 1r. Now remaining is what, r equal to 2h. We need r is to h. R is to h is the same as r by h. Okay, it is also we have learned in 8th standard. If we have a ratio 3 is to 2, we can write it as 3 by 2. This is a fraction form of ratio. So r is to h means it is same as r by h. Now take this h to this side. In order to get this, keep r here, take this h to this side. So into h come to this side, it will be divided by h. So r by h equal to 2. 2 means it is 2 by 1. That means the ratio will be what? R by h is the same as r is to h. 2 by 1 is the same as 2 is to 1. So the radius and height of a particular cylinder with base area and curved surface area equal will be 2 is to 1. This is the ratio of radius and height of this particular cylinder. Okay, so this is the answer for third question. So this chapter also over. Hope you understand. Thank you. See you in the next video with the next chapter.